All right, Cindy Branson, looks like we are live. So, hey, Affiliate FastPass members, I am Chris Jesser, and I'm here with Cindy Branson. How's everything today, Cindy Branson?
Fine and dandy, Chris Jesser. Fine and dandy. How are
Very
you?
cool. I'm doing pretty good. A little bit tired, but I'm always tired. The one thing I'm going to have to do is plug in my computer. It's one thing I forgot to do. So I'll do that in a moment as soon as Cindy starts talking a little bit. But today we're going to go over a brand new funnel that is inside your Affiliate FastPass back office. And today is March 7th, 2023. Did you want to talk about the new funnel a little bit while I plug in, or I don't know if you even know too much about the new funnel. You probably haven't seen it.
I have not actually seen the new funnel, Chris Jesser.
Okay,
But
no
I will
worries.
give a shout out to
I got a plug right
course,
here.
Joel Young, our Nova Scotia friend and affiliate member here with Affiliate FastPass, as well as Catherine and Graham and Mary is also Catherine and Mary are the same person. I always forget that. But hello to everybody that's starting to come in here. So glad to have you. Please do give us a hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, and always know that if you ever have a question for us, you can ask it in the comments and we will answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm plugged in, so that's cool. That was good timing. So the agenda today is basically going to be, we're going to go over the new, I'm not going to go over the new funnel because I did instructional videos early this morning for you guys. So I'm not going to waste time with that. It's all right there. But I'll show you guys. I'll just talk about a minute and a half about how to get into Affiliate FastPass in case you're new here and you don't know what I'm even talking about. So no worries there. We're also going to talk about sending some of these done for you Builderall funnels and System.io funnels that we've created for you, how to use them with existing lists. So if you have an existing email list, you don't want to keep having them opt in. So we're going to show you how you can do that too and get people intrigued and things like that. We're also going to talk about, we're going to kind of get back to basics because I know we have a lot of beginner affiliates. How do I get started? And everybody's doing TikTok challenges and yikes. It's like, there's other ways. There's absolutely other ways. When I started affiliate marketing, we're going to get into why I started it and how I started selling a lot of Builderall accounts when I first came in. So super, super cool. And Cindy, I sent you an email last night. Did you see? My number finally hit 69.
You're in the 60s, yes.
Yeah, so I'm number 69 in the world for selling Builderall. That's really exciting. I could not break that 70 mark for like 6 or 7 months. It was driving me crazy. I'm 71 one week, 70 the next week, and I was like, come on. So I don't know. I haven't made a whole lot of sales this week, so I'm probably somebody quit. That's what I'm saying. And I got bumped up, but I'll take it. It's cool. It's like that number doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's just fun to see. You know, it's fun. It is. It's fun. Ranking. So I was hoping for a little bit from you on that.
Yes. Congratulations, Chris Jesser, on becoming number 69 in Builderall. So you constantly tell me that number doesn't mean anything. That number's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Don't get motivated by that number. Yeah, you are motivated by that number.
No, it does.
It does mean something. I do believe it does.
It's an achievement thing. Mm-hmm. I always want to break. I want to be in the top 50. Of course, I want to be in the top 10. Don't get me wrong. But, I definitely would like to be – my goal was to be last year was to hit top 50. But with all the changes in Builderall, it was very difficult. But it is what it is. That's where we're at, and we'll keep moving forward, keep growing. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about today is I'm just going to do a very brief. I know a lot of you guys are using RPM. I hadn't been using it for, a year and a half. I like the new RPM from James Neville Taylor. I like how it's designed. I'm going to show you kind of what I did and my first results. I just did 2 solo ads this weekend, and we'll just take a look. And that's it. And I'll show you kind of some metrics to look at, what you should be looking at, and that kind of stuff. All right, that's it. Cindy, can you share my screen, please?
I can do that, Chris Jesser. And you are ready to go.
All right, guys, if you're new to this, you're watching this down the road, you definitely want to get in now. AffiliateFastPass.com. It should be scrolling on the bottom of the screen. You'll come to this page. You can register free. For right now, it's for free. I keep changing my mind. I may keep it free. I may charge for it, but no matter what, log in while you can for free, because you're free for life, whatever decision I make. Once you're in for life. And if you came in for free, you're in for free forever. These are basically all the tools and new stuff that I'm using or will be using that have helped me earn over $100,000 in affiliate marketing. We had a lot of my team with all the changes with Builderall last year. Not a lot, but quite a few people went to System.io, and I'm true blue Builderall through and through, but I got to diversify my business as well. A lot of people had moved over there, so I'm trying to accommodate them as well. And so from a couple of weeks back, moving forward, I'm building done-for-you sales funnel templates, not only for Builderall templates, they're done for you. I'm building them out, duplicating them in System.io. I haven't caught up on the past ones, but we'll show you in a second. So if you haven't registered now, and if you're logging in, this is your login. We're going to try to keep more branding on this, just affiliatefastpass.com. That's where you go to get everything that you need. So right now, this is the look of it, and there's going to be some changes coming down the road, but it's going to be whatever changes come down the road, it'll be easier for you to manage. Featured freebies is on the top half, and then the bottom half, you have this type of look for now. Make money online templates, all these different templates. You can go through these. If it says System.io here, that means there's a funnel for System.io. If it just says download, that means it's for Builderall only right now. Whoops, email swipes. I didn't mean to click on that, but that's how you get to it. It's a Google Doc. So you got quite a few funnels. Legendary Marketer, you're familiar with that. And then you have the health niche and stuff like that. You got some really nice funnels in here that you can use. Use them as is. Put your affiliate links in those. Or you can take those templates just because you like the layout and change it to something completely different. Doesn't really matter. They're yours for you to use. We got tons of ebooks in here. I think there's 56 different lead magnet ebooks between the health niche and the make money online niche. You can see these are all vetted. The health niche, we pay for these to have them done for us. So there's great stuff in here. So if you ever need a quick lead magnet that's fresh, new, we have it right here in Affiliate FastPass. And Cindy, maybe you could talk a little bit about that. Kind of like if you bookmark affiliatefastpass.com, you're going to have go-to resources. You want to talk a little bit about that? And I'll show some more ebooks while you do that.
Huge benefit to the resource library here on Affiliate FastPass is that it's already vetted. It's just not a bunch of stuff that got thrown up against the wall to see what stuck. Everything we have gone through to make sure it's good information, relevant information. And yes, some of it's PLR, but we know that we already vetted it. So it's all good for you to use. And you can use it for many purposes. You don't have to keep it just because it's an ebook doesn't mean you have to use it as an ebook. You can break it down into different types of content, into blogs, into emails, etc. Social media posts for some taglines and tips and things like that you can find in some of these. But it's all great information. And like Chris said, we are constantly adding to it. And the ones that we add are brand new and resourced information. So it's not, and some of them I'm building myself. This one, for example, the smoothie diet, that's one that I built. So I know it's not regurgitated information from somebody else. It's something from me that I wrote, that I created, and it's good to go.
Yep, absolutely. So let's just, we're going to get into the new funnel here, which I showed you right here. And so what we're doing is, some of you guys have been around with Affiliate FastPass for a couple months now. I had to make these little blocks because I ran out of, I don't know, it wasn't working right. So I have a pop-up now. So if you want to see the System.io version, that's the System.io version that you'd be downloading. And then the preview funnel for Builderall is over here. So the picture will be System.io. maybe some different font looks. It's got a different feel. Look for it. Like I can put shadows on this kind of stuff, and it looks kind of different on the Builderall version. But whatever system you use, it's up to you. This is a super cool product, repurposed, done for you funnel. You post one video, especially if a lot of people are doing TikTok challenges now, and you can take that video, run it through this software, and you can ship it off to Pinterest, to YouTube Shorts, to Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and you can send it all there on automatically, or if you pay for it, and or manually. I was doing mine manually so I could change things. But what the cool thing is, it takes the TikTok watermark off the video automatically, and it puts it where it needs to go. So super cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, we all love TikTok because of the filters and the templates and all the awesome sound effects and things that are located inside that are popular and trending. And you still get to keep all that once you make the video. The only thing it's doing is taking the logo off, the TikTok logo. So it Correct. Is a fantastic tool. If you're planning on, and everybody should be using that same video for multiple platforms.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is something to definitely build your email list, and you can make changes if you want. It's completely up to you. Maybe you don't want the first name. That's fine. And one of the things I want to talk about today too is, and there's 2 pages to this. There's a thank you page, or go check your email page. And so there's 2 pages, not just an opt-in form. And then I put a 6 email sequence in for you. So when you download this into your Builderall account, when you hit the download button, it'll bring the list in to Mailing Boss. We don't have to say Mailing Boss 5.0 anymore, because Mailing Boss is the other one's gone anyway. And that's from Cindy Branson. Keeps telling me, stop saying Mailing Boss 5.0. So it's Mailing Boss. So you'll get the list and you'll get the email sequence. You just got to go into the email sequence, and I explain all of that inside the instructions. The instructions for Builderall are here, and the System IO, it sends you to a doc. And some of them I don't have a doc, because I only have the doc if I put an email sequence to it, because you need 2 links for an email sequence. So just click on that a couple times. That's for System IO users. And then, it's pretty straightforward. And video setup instructions, you want to watch that first, obviously. And then you would take the steps, download step 1 and then step 2, and bring your sequence in. And the video explains how to connect those 2 together. A little bit different, because I know there's a lot of Builderall users here too inside Affiliate FastPass. So really super easy, guys. Super easy. And you can see System IO, repurpose funnel assets. All right. Just make sure you're logged into your System IO account. Very, very important to do that. And that's all I got here. Now, did you have anything else on this?
No, I mean, the funnel is fantastic, Chris. Thank you so much for creating the funnel for this product, because as an affiliate, you can, you don't need to have a paid account to be an affiliate. You start with a free trial. Even after that 14-day trial is up, you're still an affiliate, and you still can get your recurring commissions. And there's not a lot of loops to run through, jump through, however you want to say that.
You sign up for a 14-day
program.
You sign up for a 14-day trial, you're automatically an affiliate. The cool thing about signing up with them as a 14-day trial is they don't ask for a credit card. So when your trial is over, you can still sell. Like I bought this from Cindy, to full disclosure. Yeah. So she's a free account. Well, I will be buying it. I think I have 2 more days or 3 more days.
Too, Chris. But yeah, I mean, and then that's the funnel and the affiliate program. But the product itself, what I love about this is, like, when you think about why TikTok, why make that the original video? Why not a YouTube short or a Facebook or Instagram reel? Because of the proprietary information, is what I have understood it to be, is TikTok, everybody is getting so used to and enjoying all the advantages of the built-in editor. And that if you put a YouTube video into TikTok, TikTok knows that, and it's going to affect their algorithm accordingly. Whereas the other platforms don't have that technology just yet, so it's allowing you that advantage. So that's what I learned from them. So we'll see. I mean,
Yeah,
everything changes at the beat of a NASCAR race, but that's the way it stands right now. So that it's awesome
yeah,
that that's the originator is the TikTok videos.
right. Well, you don't have to do TikTok videos. You can be a YouTube short creator and push your YouTube short to TikTok and all the other platforms. You can do whatever you want. It's a pretty thing, and I believe you can do live broadcasts with it too, if I remember correctly. I forget. Check it out. You're going to be selling it, and the only way to get your affiliate link is to sign up. I go through all of that in the instructions. And to get your affiliate link, you just got to click get your repurpose affiliate link. That easy. It's all in the instructions, guys. So one of the things I wanted to show you is you say, well, some of you guys have an established list already. Like I know quite a few of you who are watching have a couple thousand, if not over 10,000 on your list. You don't have to have them opt in again. You can just remove this in your editor. Or you could send them your affiliate link and write a nice email and then put your affiliate link in here. But you could also have them check it out, maybe do a video review on here, and have your existing lists go into it, click a button, and go right to the affiliate offer. We always highly recommend building your list. So, but you can do whatever you want. If you want to send them directly to the affiliate offer, you can do that and not even collect an email or a first name or anything you want. So there's flexibility. It's how you run your business and how you want to run your business. That's it. Can you stop sharing my screen?
Sure can, Chris. All right, you're all good.
Awesome. Let me come back to you. And all right. So we good on that. So one funnel every week. I said I would have them up on the weekend, but I got to be honest with you. I was with my folks this weekend. I think it's going to be every Tuesday because that would make more sense. When we have a Tuesday meeting, I'll deliver in the morning. And then when we have the meeting, we can take a look at it. If we have any questions or if there's any problems, you can let me know. We'll do that. So got to make adjustments on the fly, kids. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, we're going to talk a little bit about RPM because I know we have quite a few RPM users here. And I saw some questions, saw some problems, but I want to talk to you about, getting established. As a lot of you guys are taking TikTok challenges. I know Jonathan Montoya is doing a TikTok challenge. James Neville Taylor's doing a TikTok challenge with RPM. I know Legendary does a TikTok challenge. It goes on and on and on. And so how many challenges can you do, and how many channels can you have and how much do you want to do? And then a lot of you guys are maybe getting banned on TikTok, and I've been there. I've been banned, but I'm at 3 strikes, and I haven't been banned yet because I keep appealing. And only one video I lost an appeal to, but I've appealed probably close to 15 videos, and because it was just it must have a flag word, and then I guess. I don't know. I don't even think they look at it again. I think you just appeal it to make sure you're not a bot. I think that's what it is. But how you can get started, and maybe you don't want to do TikTok videos, or maybe you hate doing those videos, and that's fine. I've made most of my money not doing TikTok videos. Now I did some long form videos on YouTube. But most of them, I would say a good majority of my sales when I first started, and I came from nowhere, guys. My background is I started when the pandemic shut Pennsylvania down here in the United States, which was my last day. My first day in affiliate marketing was actually April 1st, 2020. And I made I didn't know what I was doing. The first 6 months was brutal because I had no clue what I was doing. And then what I was doing to start building a reputation for myself, I didn't know anything, guys. I was a real estate photographer. I did video production for small companies. And I knew nothing about online marketing other than having a website and having your phone number there and a contact form. So that's kind of where I was as a person, and not really knowing much. I had technical skills, but I'm not good at, like understanding all the CSS and code and HTML and all that kind of stuff. I can't do any of that. I'm a drag and drop guy. I don't want to deal with design. I just want to get my point across and get people to sign up or buy something. That's where I started. So how I really saw it, especially with Builderall, and you can do the same with System.io. You could do the same thing if you're a ClickFunnels user or Kartra user or Kajabi. It doesn't really matter. Wix, anything else. You can offer free templates to your team. Join my team, and I'm going to give you 5 free templates. You're getting templates here. You could build your team and give my templates to your team. So as an incentive. So there's something to think about too. But what I did is I went into Builderall was kind of unique. They had at the time, 3 groups, technically 4, but it was mainly 3 groups: the community group, the affiliate group for Builderall, and the official group, which is like main members. Now you go into and all these other platforms have groups. And all you got to do is go into those groups. It doesn't have to be about Builderall, guys. It doesn't have to be about System.io. It doesn't have to be about anything. It could be about weight loss. It could be about anything. Foot massages. I don't freaking know. It could be, there's so many different groups out there. And all I did was answer questions. I did it for hours. I would go through there. If I woke up, I'd go to Facebook and go into the groups that I was trying to build my name in and build my authority. And I would just answer people's questions. And guess what, guys? I didn't know the answers. What I did is, because I was just starting out, I would see the question and then I would search that question and see if it was answered before. If it wasn't answered before, I went to I don't think Knowledge Base was around at that time inside Builderall, but I found the answer, or I went and practiced it. And then sometimes I would shoot a screen video, which is good. How perfect is that for branding? But then I would upload the video. I didn't put a link. I would upload my little 1 minute, 2 minute video of explaining where to go and how to do something. And people love that. And when it's a group, you never want to go into a group and say, hey, private message me. You shouldn't do that. Answer it there, because you're building your brand. You're building your authority. And then people start tagging you. What happened after a few months is people started tagging my name. Say, hey, Chris, can you help me with this? Or they started messaging me. Now, a lot of these groups, guys, everybody's not a member of these particular, what do you call it? SAA, how do you say that? SAAS?
SaaS. Service, software as a service.
Software as a service thing. So maybe you're selling, like I said, the keto diet or dietary products, or you're a coach or something like that. So you're not really affiliated with, a SaaS, whatever you call that thing. So that's kind of what I'm saying is build authority. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't matter if you're even selling anything. If you build your authority, people will start listening to what you say. One of the other key factors in these groups, when you answer a question, tag them. So if I saw Cindy had a question in a group and I went to answer it, I would put at Cindy Branson, make sure it lit up, and tagged her in the group. And I would say, that's a great question. I would always be super positive. It's a great question. I had the same issue myself. This is what I would do in this particular situation. Tag them, because they tag you back in most cases. And then you're starting this thing where your name's getting tagged. Then all of a sudden, most of these groups have, what do you call it when you do things a lot, Cindy? I can't think of the word.
Conversation starter.
Right.
One of them, you get the little coffee cup, I know.
Badges.
Badges, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like trying to get Cindy to talk longer. We go through this every time, guys. I'm trying to get a drink. And when I ask Cindy a question, it's like I try to get her to talk for like at least 10, 15 seconds to just let me get a drink here. Continue, please.
Well, yeah, because I'll be honest with you, and this is a little insight, because most of the time when Chris and I have a conversation that's not online, he's telling me not to say so many words, that I'm over explaining things. So it's like the angel and the devil on my shoulders. Where am I?
That's me.
How am I supposed to talk?
That's me. But definitely, guys, build authority in any group, and you should join groups. Now, there's Telegram groups, there's WhatsApp groups. You can do the same thing, and it doesn't have to be Facebook. You can do something similar in Instagram, I'm sure, as well, in people's threads. You can even do the same thing in TikTok if you're a TikToker. So there's ways to do it there too. But just don't drop links in the groups. And if you answer questions and help people, people will see you as an authority. And that's another thing we're going to be talking about next week. Is I saw an amazing person. She was at Funnel Hackers Live. I didn't really know much about her, but I saw her. I'm not going to mention her name right now, but we'll talk about that next Tuesday. So I think that's the 14th of March, 2023. We'll talk about what I learned, and I'm going to change my strategy on these short videos. This person that we'll talk about, I'll just talk about it briefly, knew nothing. Drives me crazy. Her year anniversary as an affiliate marketer is in about 2 or 3 days. She's already made over $280,000 selling Legendary. $280,000. And I'll show you her channel, but I just need to be more prepared for it. I don't want to just play, but I'm going to change my strategy. I need to look at it in more detail. And I actually had tickets to Funnel Hackers Live, and I wasn't able to go last minute. So I think I got all that stuff for free. Like I got all the live, recorded. So I have everything recorded there. So I have to go and really look at her in more detail of her presentation. Amazing. A mom had a job, was able to quit her job, made, I think she sold a 4-figure. I forget what it would be. It's probably like a $10,000 coaching program from Legendary. And I forget the percentage that you get. I haven't sold one. She's probably got 30%. So she probably made $2 to $3 grand. And that was like her first big sale. And that was in like 2 or 3 weeks of doing this. Her videos are ridiculous. And I'll give you one tip that she did say. Don't tell people what you're selling. And that's my biggest mistake, because we all want fast sales. Click on the link in my profile, go to my I am the biggest offender of that, and I'm stopping.
I know, Chris, because we always battled on that with the videos, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And you finally drilled it into me to start doing that. And I did drop my views after I started doing that. So I went back to taking it off, and now my views are starting to go back up. Now, yeah, there's different analytics you can go by about profile views and so forth, but it's important to keep up with what's happening now, because there's so many different tactics and strategies that may have worked in the past or on other platforms that you really need to think of, especially with TikTok. TikTok's becoming more of a search engine like YouTube is. It's not really a social platform. Yes, you can build community, but people search you out, and the algorithm is responsible for putting the content in front of you, as opposed to like a Facebook where you're following people and having that feed where you see the same people all the time. There is some crossover, but they are two different strategies.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, Cindy. And the views as a whole, that's another topic for another day. This isn't about views. This is about, I don't care if you get 10 views. So the thing is, if you do a video the way I'm going to do myself, I'm going to change everything that I do when it comes to social media stuff, not training. This is our group here. You guys are with us, our team, or our family, our affiliate FastPass family. It's a lot different. So when I'm doing something like that to get organic traffic, I want those 10 views. I want all 10 of them to say, how is this guy able to make money? How is this guy able to do that? I'm not telling them to go click on my profile. That's going to be my new strategy. I'm not telling them I'm not telling them that you can do this too. I'm just saying I can walk outside right now at 1:30 in the afternoon if I want to, and just take a walk with my dog and not have to worry about anything. And I don't have to go back to work if I don't want to, because I make enough money doing what I do. And that's the whole concept of this, is get people intrigued. How do they do that? I want to know how they do that. Then they go, they're not being told, they're not being sold to, because people are tired of being sold to. So we kind of have to rethink our strategy, is to intrigue people, to even make people jealous or they feel your pain, or they identify with what you're going through, or the struggles that you have, accomplished positive things in your life. And how did you do it? And that's a little bit more exciting, because they're making the choice on their own to go to your profile and click on a link at that point, because then they're super interested instead of us telling them. So it's a different strategy. It's unique, and it worked for this lady who knew nothing about affiliate marketing, and she made $280,000 in less than a year. Yes, I'm jealous of that, and I know how she did it, and I want to try to do it. Didn't dress up, nothing. Not you saw a couple videos, right, Cindy?
I did, Chris.
Regular
Slightly
person.
messy hair, no makeup, no fancy outfits, no fancy backgrounds. Just a regular mom at home, average American style. I mean, it was nothing special. There really wasn't.
No slinky outfits, none of that stuff.
Yeah, she was just taking action, and she had consistency without a doubt. Which, no matter what, we always say is consistent is what wins the game. Not that this is a game, but yeah, I mean, and again, strategies change, platforms change, algorithms change. But this is working right now. And she's not the only one that's had success with this particular strategy. So do you want to put all your eggs in this one basket? No, of course not. You want to have different streams and different avenues. But this was a success for more than one person to a great result. So why not try it?
Absolutely. So I'm going to test it and try it, and we'll go over it. I just need to learn more about everything. I can talk a little bit on the surface. But anyway, that said, we're going to get into RPM in a second. I want to just do maybe 2-3 minutes, and maybe you guys can drop in the comments why you started with affiliate marketing. What is your goal with affiliate marketing? So tell me why you started. Is it free time? Is it more money, pay the bills? If you can drop some why you started affiliate marketing, or why you got into this inside the comments, that'd be really awesome. So we get a good gauge of where everybody's at. For me, I mean, when the pandemic hit, I lost Cindy and I were in business together. We're business partners. We started off doing, believe it or not, doing funeral videos.
Video montages.
Hence our LLC. If you ever see an email, you'll see it says Montage Show Productions LLC. And that was what we did, I guess, 2009? 2008, 2009, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we did. It was kind of, we would go to funeral homes and say, look, we have this package for you. And this was right at the start. They didn't have the technology yet, but we did. We had a software that could do it really easily. So you take all the, deceased family would give you all the photos, and it was a, super quick turnaround. When somebody dies, they'd call you. We'd have to go get the pictures, and Cindy would scan them all and stuff like that. And we put a nice video thing that could be played on a big screen or a TV at the funeral home. Beautiful. Cindy did 99% of the work. I forget what I was doing at the time, but I know it's bartending or something.
Yeah, and you were also still doing your DJ business too.
Yeah, DJing. That's right. That's how we learned about the software. That's right.
Yeah, that's where we got introduced to it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So I had an ice cream parlor and stuff like that. I had sold it. Went through a divorce. The whole bit. I'll get into that another day. I don't want to bore you with that story, but what it turned out to be is that didn't work out. This funeral home started getting the technology. Be honest with you, funeral homes here in the United States, they're cheap. They charge you a lot of money, but they are stingy cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So they would barter with you, and you're doing hours of work in like sometimes 10 hours, right, Cindy? You had to pull off a thing?
A lot of times it was an overnight. By the time, because usually it was like 3 or so days by the time the service arrangements were happening to when the service actually was. Nobody shows up to make the arrangements with the photos in hand, so you usually had to wait until like the day before the service, and then it was like always a rush job on those. But yeah, I mean, that's just one example. We did other, it turned into doing weddings and anniversaries and things like that as well. But I'm not sure where we're going with this story, Chris.
Well, I'm just telling you how we started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm telling how I started.
Yeah, we have a couple of people on Facebook here that also have stories of how they started with affiliate marketing. Joel, long story, but basically I'm a self-employed type of guy. Affiliate marketing is the best choice for me. So that, then that is anybody who has that entrepreneurial spirit and business sense definitely is a perfect fit for affiliate marketing, freelance marketing, whatever you want to call it. I think this is James Collin. I can't see his name or his face. When I started affiliate marketing, it was for a change because I was making money online through networks, AdSense, and the rest. So it was for a change, and then I became interested because it was much harder. It involved several things interesting. Not only publish crap content for the masses and monetize it with ads. So he's been in it for a long time where he's seen the ups and downs and the influx of people just coming in to try to make the quick buck and move on. And that, there are a lot of people that still do that, and no matter what year it is, but there's definitely with what we do, we try to have something that's going to be sustainable, something that's going to continue. Now, of course, again, just like with the social media platforms, there's always going to be adjustments that you have to make, whether it's with the products or the traffic or how you reach your audience, how you connect with them and so forth. But there's definitely, in our opinion, a great deal of ethics that we follow when we do this. So we're never in there for the quick buck. But yeah, I don't know anybody in Builderall that really, I can't say that. I'm not going to say that. But I know for the majority of the people that we know, we're all in the same boat, that we want to do something real. We want to help people is usually the thing I hear most often is trying to help people. And that's what affiliate marketing is. It's finding a product that's going to help people and then finding that people that need that product. I mean, that's what's, sales of any company is. Any company, it's trying to find the people that need your product. The only difference is that the products that we sell are not our own. We don't have an inventory. We didn't invent it or create it, but we get to sell it and profit from it.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Solve a problem and find the people that need that problem solved. It's that easy. That's how easy it is. It's hard finding those people, or sometimes it's hard because when you first start out, you start in these general ways and you throw spaghetti up against the wall. I call it spaghetti marketing, and see what sticks. And that's a bad way to go. Sometimes it's the slow way, and you do the slow way, you get sales, and then you grow it from there. Back to where we're going here. So you guys understand why I started this. And then, Cindy, we talked about the funeral. Then we went into video production for companies, small companies, and mid-sized companies. We did a lot of kind of stuff for videos.
We did a lot of nonprofits.
I'm sorry?
We did a lot of nonprofits too. Sorry, I'll stop talking now.
Yeah, a lot of nonprofits, but we did some industrial videos, like giant companies that did built pumps and stuff you would never even heard of. We just did, we didn't even know what we were filming. They would just be talking about these giant pumps. And I'm like, they're like, is that good? I was like, I guess. Was it about the pump? Like, sounded good. Like engineers talking and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it got in that was really successful. And then that started to get a little bit hard. And then we started doing some real estate on the side. People were asking us to do real estate videos walk through the house and stuff like that. And then they wanted photography. I never did real estate photography, never in my life. I learned on the fly. I turned out to be one of the best. I was really good at real estate photography, but it took me a lot of work and a lot of YouTube University, guys. That's how I learned. I went to just looked at videos on YouTube. That went well. And then that got to a point where at one point we had over 300 clients, real estate agents. It was too busy. I was by myself. And I got to be honest with you, real estate agents where I am can be very mean. So I'm a nice guy. I'm a giving person with my business, sometimes too giving. And it was just a toxic environment for me and my personality. Real estate agents just trying to take advantage of me. You know, we had very low prices, and I just put everything, every ounce of everything I have into my photography, because it wasn't for the real estate agent. It was for the homeowner who was trying to sell their home. And a lot of people, unfortunately, where I live in this Northeast of the United States, they were, you know, a lot of divorce situations, a lot of empty nesters. So it's older people when their kids have went to college, things like that. So it was, you know, it was very personal to go into somebody and film their bedroom and film their bathroom. And it was very personal. So it was fun at first, but then it got so big, it just took off because I was really good at it. And Cindy did the business management of it, got me to where I needed to go every single day and mapped everything out. And it just became, after 10 years, it became super, super stressful. And I started to say, I'm not doing this real estate agent. They're mean to me. I'm not doing them ever again. Cindy would have to take the phone call. Sorry, we're booked. You know, but, you know, it got to the point where we whittled that 300 and some down to like 50. And then we went down to like 30. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I got to a point, guys, where I lost so much weight. I slept maybe 2 or 3 hours a night, and that was like 7 days a week. I was working, and I just couldn't take it anymore. And then when the pandemic hit, that's, you know, I hate to say it's the wrong words, because I have friends who have passed away. I don't have anybody in my family that I'm aware of, thankfully, but I've had friends, acquaintances that have passed away. And I know so many people who have got COVID and got so sick and went through months and months of horrible struggle and pains. And so when the pandemic hit and they shut down, that was my last real estate was March 31st of 2020. And I was done. And I got to tell you, I was thrilled. But that said, there was no more money. That was basically a cash business. So, and it was a service business. So service business is you only get paid when you do the job. If I don't have any more jobs coming in, and I couldn't even go do real estate if I wanted to. I legally was not allowed to go into a house in this state where we live. I don't know what you're saying. Your lips are moving. I don't know what Cindy's trying to say. Okay, you might have to come back in and come back in. But anyway, that's kind of the story there. That's why when the pandemic hit, and I just said, you know what, I'm done. I'm in my 50s now. I'm done with this. But I needed to make money. So, you know, it got to the point where we were like a month to 2 months away from bankruptcy. That's how bad it got. Now, we did get some pandemic government bailouts to the full disclosure that saved our behinds. You know, so thanks to that. But it came down to I needed to make money. But that's when I went. April 1st, 2020 is when I went, I'm going to sell Builderall. I think for me, I understood Builderall. I knew I could learn it. It was something that I felt comfortable in. And it could have been a keto diet. It didn't have to be that. It could have been anything. It could have been somebody's coaching course. It didn't matter what it was. I was comfortable with it. And that's what I started selling. And I made a commitment to do that. And that's when I started building my authority in those groups. And there was another thing I did, Cindy, and you remember this. I always talked about this in years past, is follow the leaders.
Oh, definitely.
if there's somebody in affiliate marketing that's really killing it, not these knucklehead gurus who are just full of hot air and crap. I'm talking about somebody who started off similar to how you started off. Like Jonathan Montoya is a perfect example. Um, even James Neville Taylor, he's another guy. He just kind of, he had more tech experience than I think Jonathan did. But there's a lot of people out there that have just taken, just like us, just like Cindy, just like myself, just like you, that decided this is what I'm going to do. And this is how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to make a commitment to this. Now, granted, I worked a lot. I worked a lot of hours trying to figure stuff out. I worked a lot of hours trying to learn things. Can we just put those up when we'll go over those in a minute? So I put a lot of effort into building my brand and building my authority. That was number one, because if I started talking about whatever product it was, and I've done it, don't think I was perfect. I've made so many freaking mistakes. I want to hide my head sometimes under a pillow. And you're going to make those same mistakes, but it's okay. And it's a part of your growth. It's your foundation. It's your building blocks to moving forward. And that's how I did it. So it was important to me to be respected with whatever product I was selling, which happened to be Builderall at the time. And I just helped as many people I could. And then people, you got to remember, inside a lot of these groups, doesn't have to be Builderall, it could be anything, like I mentioned. They may not be customers. They might just be in the group checking things out. So I actually got a lot of customers in these groups because they were just checking it out. They heard about it, went to the group, and were shopping. That was it.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing too with some of these groups and many of these groups is that it's almost like once you're in the group, you're always in the group, even after you may have quit or discontinued your membership or account with the product. So, and they stay in the group because they still find some kind of usefulness to it. So what happened is also that, they're still interested, but maybe they couldn't afford it anymore. Or they didn't have a need for it at the time, or they thought something was better and they tried something else. But the people come back to things, especially after improvements I've made, or they relaunch to an upgrade, something like that. So never underestimate, how many people are in a group versus how many people are actually using the product, because when the numbers aren't balanced, that's actually in your favor, because that means they're past customers that you have a chance of winning back and bringing them back to that same product that they already knew and loved at one point.
Yeah, Cindy, that's an awesome point, because I didn't know I was doing that. You can't, you don't want to steal a client from someone else. You never want to do that. But you're right. People would come to join my team and say, I had Builderall 2 years ago, didn't like it. And then I see you raving about it and you seem to know what you're doing, and I want to be on your team. And one of the other things is I made myself available too. When somebody needed to Zoom call, or I don't like Facebook, but I like what some of the things Facebook can do. And I love Facebook Messenger. It's just so easy. Everything's in one place. So for me, and it works. It's rarely ever broken, Facebook Messenger.
But everything, no, I agree. It is rare, but just like everything in any software, whether it's Amazon's platform, eBay's platform, a bank, everything has the opportunity to have a bad day and have glitches and tech issues or go down temporarily. So there is no software on this planet that can say that can't happen to them.
Yeah, absolutely, Cindy. Did you want to show some of the things? We can go over that, and then we'll talk about RPM. Won't take long, guys. We have about 10 minutes left, so we'll do that. And Cindy's going to grab some of your comments.
James. Go ahead, Chris. You can read it.
No, go ahead, Cindy.
No, it's the perfect poaching ground because in System.io, there's no user lock based on email like in Builderall. All change of plan is an opportunity for being the affiliate. I think that's true, Chris, right? But I mean, at the same time, we don't believe in poaching. We never with Builderall, we know and have always adhered to that you can't change sponsors no matter what.
Yeah.
And there have been plenty of people that have asked us that said, I'll quit and come back on your
Yeah.
team. And we don't want to have that bad rap. So a lot of times that's one of the reasons why Affiliate FastPass started, was because so many people were coming to us, especially Chris being the leader that he is, and asking questions and looking for that kind of leadership, because they didn't have a sponsor that was active, or they didn't have a sponsor that they even knew who it was. So they were seeking out the help. They were seeking out a leader. So that's probably one of the biggest reasons why AFP started. So go ahead. You take the next one, Chris. Sorry.
Well, I think James is, making a great point. And I think this is kind of what I was saying. They have he's talking about System.io group, I believe. Yes. They have
Yeah, I
dozens of
think I
thousands
didn't
of
put
group.
it in order. He wrote
Yeah,
it
no worries.
separate. So my apologies,
Um,
James.
but they don't have a lot of customers. So he's right. So, not so much a poaching ground, but you go in, I see a lot of people, and I don't go into System.io group yet because I don't know System.io like James knows. James Collin knows System.io. He helped us with our mobile training last week. So thank you, James, for that. But yeah, when I know a little bit more and I want to make more of a commitment, I don't know. I'm kind of, be honest with you, I'm kind of doing it as a secondary thing. But you're right. I see a lot of people going in there offering free templates. Then they're getting them. I got two of them. They got me on an email list. I haven't got the templates yet because I'm afraid to click on their links. I don't trust them. But yeah, you could build authority in one of these groups. Maybe not so much ClickFunnels, but some of these other small companies, you could build up a nice little team and have a nice passive income coming in. So it's a great, great, great point. Oops, I meant to hide it. And yeah, there's no sponsor. Yep, that's right. So was there anything else that we missed on there?
I don't think so, Chris.
Yeah, I can't even make it scroll anymore. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so that's it with that. Get in there. You all have a story, and tell your story to people. There's other people who will identify with you. Go in there, be an expert, no matter what product it is. There's a group for it. And guess what? If there's not a group, make your own group, because then you can drop links in your own group.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And you can stop anybody else from dropping links. So that's really super cool. So, all right, let's go into RPM. So one of the things, let me see, Cindy. One of the things I saw, and I noticed when you first do solo ads, everybody's telling you, pay money, do solo ads. There's two sides to solo ads. Solo ads are basically you're buying clicks from someone's email list. Well, how did they get their email list? If it's a good solo ad provider, they're sending out an email with your link to their email list. That's what a solo ad is. And if it's a crappy one, they just basically stole a list from somebody else, or they bought a crappy list from somewhere and they're trying to make money off this crappy list. The good solo ad provider is going to put Google ads out there, Facebook ads, and build a solid list with several hundred coming in, new leads coming in a day that are hot, they're warm, they're ready to roll, whatever niche it might be, whether it's the health, relationship, wealth, money, make money online, whatever it is. So try to understand that. Sometimes when you go to like Udemy or something like that, which is a solo ad provider, you'll get something for clicks for 40 cents. Not all the solo ads are, I've been through a lot of them, guys. Some of them suck. And one of the things that I hear a lot of people in RPM, and this is a bugaboo for me, everybody's telling me they're opt-in. Oh, I got 40% opt-in rate on my solo ads. I got 50% opt-in rate on my solo ads. I could care less if you had 1%. Are those people who opted in opening your emails? That it doesn't matter. I don't care if you got 1 million people that opted into your thing. If nobody opens your emails, it's garbage. So just be careful. Don't go buying 1,000 clicks to start off. If you don't know the person, I don't care if you think you know the person, do a test run, 100, 200, do 100, and then do another 100. See how it goes with the same person. Do it in small bits. You have some money to spend, go 200. But I'll tell you a cheaper way to do it. Learn Google Ads. Get 10 cents a click on your own ads, maybe even lower, and build your own list that way. And then you have your own list, and you could turn into a solo ad provider as you grow your list. It's a lot cheaper to run Google ads or Facebook ads, maybe not Facebook ads. It depends. And it depends on what niche you're in. But you create a Google ad, you learn how to do Google ads. And we have some Google ad training inside Affiliate FastPass. And you can Google it. I'm not a master at advertising, guys. I'm not. And I'm not going to pretend I am. So that's why I have other people's videos up there. So take a look at that. If you're in RPM, MAB, a lot of people here, funnily enough, I think does training. Trying to think, Jonathan Montoya, who's more ClickFunnels. He does Google ad training and stuff like that. And you can do YouTube ads and things like that. These are ways to grow your list at a very cheap price. If you want to pay $1.50, pay $1.50. You want to pay $1 a click, pay $1 a click. But you better make sure, don't come to me and say, you don't have to come to me, I don't care what you do, but don't post and sit here and say I made $500. I want to know, how much did it cost you to make $500? It's kind of like people who play the lottery here in the United States. It's like, oh, I won $50 on the lottery. Well, how much did that cost you? $350.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that part, but just keep in mind what you're doing. You see people making sales, and it's not just, I'm not talking about RPM. I'm talking about anything, because I've run solo ads on different products, but I just happened to run one on RPM. Now I made a few sales, nothing big. I think I spent, let me see, how much did I spend? 125 and 200. $225, I made $7. Or no, I made, $7. I think $7. So one other thing, but they are opening my emails. So I had a great opt-in rate, 45%, between 45 and 50% opt-in rates. I could care less. It's the point is, check if you're using Aweber, if you're using System.io's email system, if you're using Mailing Boss or whatever, Get Response. Check, start looking at the emails. Who's opening what email? Why did it drop? Why did 50% of the people open the first email and only 10% open the second email? Well, you probably didn't deliver on your first email. You either bored them, you didn't give them enough value, or they've seen it before. Especially if you're doing a lot of these programs, you need to go in there and rewrite some of those emails and make them your own. Make them a little bit different. Change the subject lines. And that's more of an email strategy or email marketing strategy, is to go in there, start tweaking things little by little. But we talked about this. I'm not sure who I talked about this with, if it was Cindy or you guys, I forget. But don't make massive changes to something. If you're running traffic, whether it's Google ads or solo ads, you're running traffic and people aren't opening that first email. Maybe the subject line is bad. It's usually, if they're not opening it, there's two reasons. Your traffic sucks, excuse my language, or your subject line sucks, or maybe your offer sucks. But if your offer had to be decent enough for them to opt in, right? So if they're not crappy leads, they're decent leads, and they see that first email and your subject line is just boring, they're not going to open it. The other factor is a technical factor. You could be landing in spam. So that's another thing, especially when you're new into affiliate marketing. You have to warm up your email. You have to make sure you got to run a test first with 5 or 10 of your friends or acquaintances, just to kind of see, here, sign up, ask your buddies, ask your girlfriends, or whatever it is, or your family members. Can you just opt into this? Can you use your Outlook account? Can you use your Verizon, whatever? Gmail account, Yahoo account. Try to get different emails to log in. If you do it yourself on your same IP address, you're not going to get the good results. But if you have other people sign up for these emails, run through it before you pay money to kind of see if, well, first of all, it'll help you get out of spam and get people to reply back to you. That's really super important, right, Cindy? I don't know if you want to touch base on that.
Yeah, it is, Chris. I want to point out, because I think James Collins just made an excellent point too, on the Facebook page, saying checking emails opened is not necessarily enough, because there are bots that they can use as solo ad providers that will open your emails and will even click on links, making it look legit on the surface. But with Mailing Boss, one of the big advantages of Mailing Boss over other systems is that it will show you the IP address, so that you can see if this person, this solo provider, and you had an opt-in rate of 50%, but 45% of those were all in the same range, then you know there's probably a problem. But I mean, that's where you got to dig into the analytics and look at the information that you do have, so that you know you're getting quality versus just somebody that's trying to make it look good and fill seats kind of thing. So yeah, thank you, James, for that. And he's talking, oh, here's another comment. I'm talking about vendors from Udemy, not random cheap traffic sources. Yeah, so that's, yeah, exactly. So that's different than like if you were using traffic exchanges or other things to drive traffic. That's not going to be bot driven. Solo ad providers do have a shadiness sometimes, not everyone. I'm not going to put them all in the same boat, but that can happen. So Mike Nelson, back to the lottery, just watched Jerry and Marge Go Large. Great movie about professional lottery players. Yeah, you're telling me that story, Chris, and that reminds me of some people I know that go down to Atlantic City and they, oh my God, we won $10,000. But over the course of the last 5 months, they've probably lost 20 grand. So it doesn't really add up. James, again, they have made those bots because Udemy checks reports, so they got more advanced techniques. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's the thing. If some of these people are so smart on how to rip you off, if they applied that to making money, they'd probably make more money than us.
Maybe. Maybe. My thing with solo ads was always, if you're going to sell this to me for 40 cents a click, wouldn't you be better off just taking my offer and be an affiliate and sell it on your own instead of wasting time selling me stupid clicks for 40 cents? But whatever. Can you share my, wait a minute.
I know.
Okay. Right. Share my screen here.
There you go. Almost done.
So just so we're clear, if you're doing solo ads, you're going to want to use, this might even be too much. This is it. This is what a solo ad does. The solo ad provider writes an email. Some of them allow, like on Udemy, they allow you to write your own. I've tested both, and I've got very similar results writing my own email and letting the same vendor write, same offer, have him do it. And I've got pretty much the same result. So this is actually from, oh crap, I can't think of their names. My apologies. Funneling Enough. Can somebody mention their names? Mark Hayden and Chris. I can't think of Chris's name. Anyway, my apologies. I think this is a copy of theirs for Funneling Enough. So maybe you don't even want this on there. That fake GIF or GIF that's running that makes it look like they're checking it.
Yeah. I mean, we take James. You have a lot of great knowledge, and he's saying that not a robot GIF shouldn't be looping. So I mean, that's a good point too.
Yeah, this was something. If you're using RPM and you go into your funnels, if you're doing solo ads, he's got this simple. I don't like all that ridiculous moving, but that's me. I don't particularly care for that. but other people might. And most of the people, guys, that are 60 to probably between 60 and 80% are signing up on mobile anyway. This one, I did both. And this one was pretty good. I personally like this. I like the colors. I like the big free, earns commissions for you. I like that. And I got a lot of signups with this. I can't tell you, I'm not going to have any big sales from this list. They'll die off. So it is what it is. But you don't want to send people to big offers on solo ads. You just want them to get on a list. You either want to give something away for free or offer something less than $10 just to get them in. So free up to $10. If you start doing solo ads and you're charging $297, you're forget it. It's not going to work. That's what your email marketing is about. You got to warm them up with some free value or low ticket value, even $1, just to get them to pull out that credit card can be huge. But you definitely don't want to send them to a sales page. They're on their cell phone and they're not going to buy anything straight up from you, and you're done. You're cooked, because the only way they can log in at this point is to push a button. You don't want that. That's why it's important to use something like this, and this might even be too much to something this simple. So that's just make sure if you're doing solo ads, you want to go in this direction. If you're doing your own Google advertising or Facebook advertising, this won't pass the test. Your ad will be declined. You need to have more of a website at that point. So in that case, if I was doing a Google ad, this might not even be enough either. I was just playing around. I haven't done anything with this. I was playing around with this, and that's still not a website. You got to have the privacy policy, all that stuff. Like on these, you don't need to have privacy policies and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you do in Europe. My apologies if you need GDPR and all that privacy policy stuff. I don't know the rules. I only know the rules for United States. So in my particular case, I need more text on here to get this passed. I don't deal with Facebook ads. I don't have time for that nonsense. That's me. I call it nonsense because I don't know how to do it. So that's my stupid way of calling it nonsense. But I would have more, if I'm doing a Google ad, I would have a first name, email, and more text down here explaining things. If they want to read it, great. If they don't, whatever. But Google ads, you need disclaimers about not a get rich quick scheme. You need all that kind of knucklehead stuff because it is what it is. You have to protect yourself legally. I'm not a lawyer, so make sure you learn the rules on this. I can't teach you the rules on this. But that's kind of the way to go. So even if you're doing Google ads, you still want to give value away, and you want to try to get them. If you're not giving something free, charge $1, charge $7, charge $9, try not to definitely go over $10, and you're going to build your list pretty quickly, especially if they pull out a credit card and pay $1. You can stop sharing.
Okey-doke.
Whoops.
My bad. There we go.
Came back too quick. Sorry about that, guys. That's all I got. We'll go into more depth on these things. I wanted to talk about a couple different subjects today and tell you a little bit about my story. Cindy can tell a little bit about her story someday, and where she wants to go and her vision and the future and that kind of stuff, and why I want to do this. I don't want to work for, I've had my own businesses for years. So I'll say that I was in corporate. I was in a newspaper business. I was in corporate for years. I hated the politics of corporations, and I didn't get along. You guys know me. James Collin probably knows me a little bit. I have a hot head sometimes, and I'm not good in a corporate setting. And I got to tell you, I hate wearing a tie. I hate wearing a suit and tie. Hate it. So, and I don't like being told what to do. So that's another thing. So, so that's kind of why I work for myself. But I love this as I'm getting older. 10 years from now when I'm, I'm 50, what am I, 59 now? So when I'm 69, I build up a nice, 10 years from now, I'm 69. I'm building I have a nice recurring income. I can walk away as long as I diversify myself. I can't put all my eggs in one product because that product could disappear at any time. We all know that. So you got to be
Very
careful
true,
with
Chris.
that. Yeah. Diversify, guys. All right. That's all I got. Any other comments?
I don't see any other new comments. No, I think we're good. I'm having a hard time scrolling this today in Wave. So if I missed something, I do apologize. We will check it live on the Facebook page after this to make sure that we
Last one I got was Not Bad Age 69 from Mike. That's what I see on my side.
Oh. Hold on a second. Okay. But there we go. There we go. Yeah. So thank you everybody for being here. Of course. You know, let people know that we're here, and please share Affiliate FastPass with other Builderall users, other System OI users, because we do plan on continuing growing this library of templates, of ebooks, of email swipes, and all the information that could apply to both of the platforms and to other. Even if you're not on a platform, you're just looking for affiliate resources and training and somebody to connect with, that, you know, are real people behind keyboards as well, not just, you know, interjecting, you know, through a group without seeing or hearing their faces or voices.
All right, Cindy, I got to correct you because it's fun. It's fun to correct you.
It is, isn't it?
I thrive on correcting you.
You do, Chris Cesar.
Look, guys, if you're full disclosure, I have affiliate links in Affiliate FastPass. So if you're a team builder and you're looking to build your own Builderall team, you can take some of these funnels and build your own type of little bonus package with the funnels that we give, even our ebooks and things like that. If I was building a team, which I am, and this is meant for my team, and I've opened it up to everybody, but I wouldn't send someone to, if you're an affiliate for Builderall or System.io, you want to take the resources from Affiliate FastPass and create your own bonus package. If you send them to Affiliate FastPass, I have all kinds of affiliate links in there, courses that you guys could be affiliates for as well. So I just want to be full disclosure. I'm not looking to, like James said, poach your people. And I know Cindy didn't mean that. Oh, she's moving her lips, but I can't hear her again. I wonder what's going on. It's weird. But anyway, I kind of know what she's saying. I know she didn't mean that. And that's my first thing too. Hey, send your Builderall people over, send your System.io people. Be careful. If you're not a team builder, if you're not really an active affiliate for those two platforms, send them over. Sure. But if you're looking to build your own affiliate team, I wouldn't send them to Affiliate FastPass. Take some of the resources that we give you and create your own little bonus package. They're there for you to use. They're there for you to grow your team if you want to grow your team in Builderall or System.io. And if you do that, hey, then give me a testimonial. Give Cindy a testimonial that you helped me grow my team. That's awesome. But think about what because we do have so many affiliate links in there. Now, there is a thought, and I might change this down the road so that others can have an affiliate link to your site membership. James, I might have to private message you on that. I got to think about that one. I hear you. It's a thought. There's also another thought that I may take all my links out of it. But then everybody has to register, so I'm growing my email list. So that's that too. So, just understand what the process is. And so they'll share, promote. You can't count on the goodwill of users like that if it is not efficient. Right. Okay. So yeah, I need to think a lot. There's a lot to think through. There's a lot to do. And, but like I said, full disclosure, that's all. So we're here to help. We're here. We're not perfect. We're not the greatest thing since sliced bread, but we're out there trying. We're trying to give as much value as we know how to give. And that's all you can do. And as time goes on, the more we build, the more we create, the more mistakes we make, the better we'll get at delivering really cool stuff for you guys to use and to grow your business and to grow your bank accounts. So that's it. Cindy, can you say anything yet, or is it you're muted? She's stuck. That's interesting. That's weird. Okay, guys, thanks. Have a great day. Have a great night, and we'll see you during the week somewhere, somehow. All right. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for coming. I got to find the right thing. Here we go. Hold on. YouTube users.